Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a sense of release. Perhaps tension, worries, or insecurities start to feel like they're leaving your body in that outward breath. And when you breathe in, just imagine breathing in resourceful qualities like confidence, acceptance, a feeling of depth. Breathe in those qualities and feel that you're exhaling judgment, and mainly the judgment you have for yourself. I want you to get a sense that anything that feels superficial is leaving your body, and allow more of that natural quality of compassion and empathy that is always there to expand and grow. I want you to think of a recent experience of seeing a bug and deciding to let it go outside. And in that moment, the bug had value simply because it was alive. I want you to get a sense that you did not make an evaluation that the bug is ugly, so therefore it should be stamped on or killed. You made the evaluation that it has value simply because it is alive. And if that is true for the bug, then it is true for you. So breathe in that increasing level of compassion, empathy, the ability to be open-minded, to look for depth over superficial things. Breathe in that resourceful feeling and exhale tension, stress, fears, and worries. As you feel that you're becoming deeper and deeper relaxed, I want you to use the power of your imagination to recall a time when you were at a peak level of manifestation. I want you to think of where you were and what you were doing. Allow your physical body to stay where it is. Imagine floating up out of your body and drifting back to that moment in your past. Being detached, yet open to wonderful possibilities. I want you to imagine seeing that version of you with a willingness to free yourself from expectations, probabilities, and just think of a future that would be desirable for you. Desirable experientially, emotionally, even materially. And I want you to observe that version of you with a lightness, a freeness, a detachment from the outcome, but a willingness to explore it. And when you observe yourself in that peak level of manifestation ability, imagine stepping into that younger version of you and feel how you felt back then, with an incredible ability to allow your mind to entertain wonderful possibilities. And in that moment, it almost didn't matter if these things that you were thinking about for your future happened or not. You were just open to the possibility. And the paradox is, if you would have forced and obsessed and chased those things, they may have become elusive. But in your ability to free yourself from expectations and obligations, and yet become open to the possibility, you infinitely increased the probability of those very possibilities. So feel that you're in that place of manifestation. But this time, on that same vision board, I want you to imagine a future where you become more beautiful, more attractive as you age. I want you to imagine pinning pictures of women you admire for being beautiful, even if they no longer have youth. Think of the qualities that make them beautiful. As you allow your mind to link so many more qualities to beauty than just youth, feel that that is happening now. As you imagine the faces of those people that have indeed become perhaps even more beautiful as they aged, that their value increased as they became older. And I want you to then imagine not other people, but you. Start to allow thoughts to be linked to that vision board, that as you become older, you become more valuable. As you become older, you become more desirable. Open your mind to the idea of a portal that has been closed. A portal that has been closed because a belief that beauty is youth was too dominant. And as that melts away, this portal of possibility opens. And as that portal opens, allow your mind to entertain a different future for you, way more desirable. And you may even picture a vision board evolving with every suggestion, giving you a sense of detached clarity as to your possible future. As you become older, you feel yourself becoming more beautiful, embodying qualities that radiate from within, like confidence and self-acceptance. With each passing day, don't be surprised if you let go of the belief that beauty is tied to youth and embrace the deep truth that your beauty grows with so many different other qualities. You now see aging as a precious gift, a process that enhances your natural elegance, kindness, and authenticity, making you more magnetic to others. As you imagine yourself in the future, I want you to imagine yourself smiling, happy, and radiating qualities like thoughtfulness, pride, and integrity. Each day, you'll feel yourself becoming more attractive, knowing that true beauty comes from your self-respect, compassion, and non-judgmental attitude. You feel a deep sense of safety as you age, knowing that you are more valuable, more admired, and more cherished with each passing year. And every moment you accept yourself more fully, you feel your beauty expanding, knowing that it comes from that inner strength, care, and compassion. Of course, you'll do what you can to show self-respect and self-care to your body. But your value is no longer dependent on beauty in a superficial sense. It comes from beauty in the true meaning of the word. Your magnetic personality grows stronger as you embody qualities like positivity, depth, and authenticity, making you irresistible to others. People are magnetized towards you. And as you release the old ideas about beauty and youth, notice how you feel lighter and more empowered, knowing that aging enhances your grace and charm. And I want you to think of your future self as if you're looking at yourself like someone else, and see yourself full of confidence and elegance, smiling with a deep sense of peace and joy, radiating beauty from the inside out. With every breath, you release any attachment to youthful beauty, embracing the truth that you are becoming more valuable and attractive as you age. You'll imagine yourself with a quiet elegance, knowing that your beauty is in your kindness, your caring nature, and your thoughtful presence. And maybe you can imagine that as you age, you feel more proud of who you are, embodying those qualities like integrity and compassion, which only enhance your natural allure. And every time you celebrate a birthday or a key milestone in the year, you feel more genuine, more authentic, and more beautiful as your personality and inner qualities shine brighter than ever. As you embrace the idea that aging brings wisdom and beauty, making you feel more positive and empowered as you grow into your truest self. And as you see yourself consciously or unconsciously in your future, notice how you radiate self-respect and kindness, smiling with a sense of pride, knowing you are more beautiful than ever. And each time you look in the mirror, you see the beauty in your confidence, your thoughtfulness, and your caring nature growing stronger every day. disgust seems to evaporate and dissolve and be replaced with a compassionate admiration as you now feel a deep sense of self-acceptance, knowing that your beauty lies in your compassion, integrity, and magnetic personality as you age. And as you age, imagine yourself becoming more radiant, more valuable, and more attractive, embodying the timeless qualities that define true beauty. And with every passing year, you feel safer, more grounded, and more confident in your beauty and your value, knowing that your kindness, elegance, and depth make you truly irresistible. And when you see that future version of you brimming with beauty and self-confidence, but not necessarily youth, step into that future version of you just for a moment and experience how good it feels to feel this way in your future, feeling safe, valuable, and attractive, and knowing that the portal of possibilities is now open. And in the same way that you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, now that this portal of possibilities has opened, it can never be closed. Because the more you think about your future, the more your mind will start showing you images of your future self smiling, happy, with all of those beautiful qualities. Find yourself back in that place of manifestation and release yourself from needing to do anything apart from being open to these wonderful possibilities. Activate all of the energy and neural pathways of the path that were so successful in your manifestation, and then trust the process. As it's time now to return to the present moment, as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect fully into the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.